Everyone, it's Ali Roshan from Brighter Future Financials, and welcome to an episode of Did You Know, where I take financial planning concepts and explain them in plain English. Now, before I get started, I just want to put a disclaimer out there that all the information I provide is general in nature and not to be considered as specific advice. Today, I'm going to be talking about the different asset classes and how it affects your portfolio. So let's get started. There are 4 different types of asset classes. 2 of them would be in the growth category, and 2 of the asset classes would be considered in the defensive category. And in order to diversify, we spread out your investments across all 4 asset classes. So let's explore this. I'll start with the growth asset classes. Now, growth asset classes are considered to be a long-term investment time horizon. Because there's going to be volatility in the short term, you would expect higher long-term returns. This would include investments such as shares. Shares is when you own a percentage of a company, and it can either be domestically or international. Then there's property. Property is investing in office towers or shopping centers. Things of that scale is what we're talking about. Then there's the defensive assets. This is more a short-term time horizon, designed mainly for capital preservation or for generating an income, and it's expected to have a lower long-term return compared to the growth. In the defensive assets, we have fixed income. And what we're talking about here is government bonds generally. This is when you lend money to the government and they use that money to build infrastructure. Because you're foregoing your capital, the government's going to pay you a steady interest until the maturity of that bond. The credit quality of the government that you lend money to is going to determine how high or low the interest payments are going to be. So if it's a AAA rated, that's the highest credit quality, you would expect a lower interest rate than a lower credit quality government. Then finally, there's cash. Cash is the most liquid and accessible and designed for capital preservation, so you wouldn't expect a high rate of return. Now, all these asset classes can be broken down into subcategories, but this video is too short for that type of conversation. Now, finally, we can associate your individual risk profile to determine how to diversify in percentages across all those 4 asset classes to create your portfolio. So if you're more growth oriented, you'd have more in shares and property. If you're more defensive, then you'd have more fixed income and cash. And that's how we can create your portfolio. All right, that's all we got time for today. I hope this has helped. If you'd like to visit my website, I'm at brighterfuturefinancials.com.au, or if you want to reach out, I'm at ar.bff@outlook.com. All right, thanks everybody. Have a great day.